Hey guys, welcome back. So today we will be doing our static keyword. We've seen the keyword before as well, and we'll be doing it now, and we'll try to understand what exactly it is. So static keyword is used to a particular class, and it's given a variable. And if I have a static variable, and now if I try to alter any of the objects within that class, it wouldn't affect. But if I try to change any of the static variable, it would change to the entire class. So we'll be doing an example on that today to understand how static works. As you can see, I've already declared my student class. Um, you can relate to it with imagine it like a classroom, and you have a bunch of students, and there'd be same class teacher for all the students. So if the class teacher for student 1 changes, obviously the class teacher for student 2 would change. Remember this in your head, in your mind, and let's see how this goes. I have my objects declared, student 1 and student 2. These are the students amongst the classroom, and let me initialize my variables, Josh and the roll number. So this is the value for one object, which is S1. And then I have another object which is going to be S2, which will usually represent student 2. And the class teacher for student 1 is Jenna. And similarly, the class teacher for student 2 will also be Jenna, because they belong to same classroom, right? Now, this is how objects are represented, and these are the values given to them, as you can see in the table. And let's call the display function, and let's see how this goes. You've got a name, roll number, and their class teacher. So now, if I change the if, let me add static keyword here. Okay, before that, let me show you what actually happens when I change the class teacher name for one object here. So let me change, for the student 2, the class teacher would be Pam. And let's run. You will notice that the student class teacher for student 2 has changed, not for student 1. But it's the same class teacher for all the students, right? So now I'll use the static keyword, and let's see what happens now. Yes, I have changed the class teacher for student 2. Eventually, it even changed for student 1 as well. And now let's see how to do it with constructor and a static block. Let me give my default values here. So the default values are null, and that's a constructor. You've seen it before as well. Yep. And let's run it. I run. Yep, I've got my default values. And now let me add a static block. So what exactly is a static block? It gives the values which cannot be altered by any of the object or constructor functions. So, and the static block is called the class once. So static block is also called once, whereas the every time you call an object, it goes to the class and calls all the object and loads them and then displays your function. But static block happens only once, executed for the class, and this is executed.